believe, even if you're the only one. There was a town isolated from the outside world, surrounded by a 4,000-meter tall cliff. The town was full of chimneys. Smoke rose from everywhere, clouding the sky above. Smoke from morning to night. The people living in the chimney town were encased in black smoke and did not know about blue sky. They did not know about the shining stars. The town was in the midst of the Halloween festival. Joined by the smoke for warding off evil spirits, the town was even smokier than usual. One day, a delivery man dashing across the night sky choked on the smoke and carelessly dropped a heart he was delivering. With such terrible visibility, there was no way to know where it fell. The delivery man quickly gave up and ran off into the night. Duk, 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 duk. The heart was beating in one corner of the chimney town. The heart fell on a pile of trash at the edge of town. All types of rubbish stuck onto the thumping, beating heart, until finally a trashman was born. His head was a shaggy old umbrella. Gas hissed out of his mouth. He was a very filthy trashman, a very smelly trashman. When he strained his ears, he could hear the sound of bells from the distance. There seemed to be others. The trashman left the trash pile. When he arrived in town, it was full of monsters. "Hey, you're dressed quite oddly." He turned around, where there stood a pumpkin monster. Who are you?" "I swallow the flames of hell and illuminate the Halloween night with shady light. I am Jack-o'-lantern." All kinds of monsters started gathering around the trashman. "Tee-hee-hee, I'm a witch, the ruler of the night, and everybody's fear." "A monster created by a devilish scientist. I am Mr. Frankenstein." "I forgot how to die. I am zombie." Everybody started to ask, "And just what in the world are you?" "I'm a trashman." All the monsters burst out laughing. The trashman joined the monsters and went around houses shouting, "Trick or treat, give us some treats or we gonna trick you," and collected treats from all the adults. Then they went around giving balloons to the smaller children. The trashman's balloons were very floaty, which delighted all the children. "Okay, next house. Let's go, trashman." The monsters went around everywhere and their pockets full of treats. The bell of the clock tower rang, and everyone started preparing to go home. The trashman spoke to one of them. "Halloween is fun. Let's do it again tomorrow." "What are you talking about, trashman? Halloween is only today." And with that all, the monsters began taking off their masks. Little boy Antonio came out of the pumpkin, and little girl Rebecca came out of the witch. They were only dressed like monsters. "What's the matter? Take yours off too, trashman." "Yeah, you don't like that dirty costume either, do you?" Rebecca tried to pull off Trashman's head. "Ow!" "Ah!" Rebecca let out a huge scream. "This guy's not in a costume." The boys quickly moved away from the trashman. "Go away, monster! Get out of town, trashman! Drain down to the sea!" The boy shouted dirty words, one after the other. Word of the trashman quickly spread across town. It's a trashman. There's a monster in town. When the trashman tried to speak, all he got was, Go away, trashman. You're gonna get your smell on me. The trashman sat on the bench and hissed out a stinky sigh. That was when it happened. So, you're the trashman everyone is talking about? I heard that's not a costume? When he turned around, he saw a boy covered in soot from head to toe. The boy didn't run away even when he found out what the trashman was. I'm Lubici, the chimney cleaner, and you are? If you don't have a name, you should give yourself one. Let's see. Because you showed up on Halloween? Your name is Halloween Poupelle. Halloween Poupelle, what are you doing here? Nobody will play with me. Lubici laughed as Poupelle said this. Obviously, Poupelle, you're dirty and quite smelly too. How dare you say that? You're all dirty and black too, Lubici. Well, I'm on my way home from work. So as you can see, I'm covered in soot. Isn't chimney cleaning a job for grown-ups? I don't have a dad, so I go to work. Besides, with a smell like that, no wonder they don't like you. Why don't you wash yourself in our yard? What? That's okay? I need to wash up before I get in the house anyway. You should do the same. Why don't you avoid me, Lubici? You smell kind familiar. I wonder if my dirty pants are mixed in there. Lubici washed every nook and cranny of Poupelle's body. All the grime came cleanly off, and the smell was much better too. Thank you, Lubici. But your mouth is still stinky. Breathe out. Poupelle exhaled out. That's so smelly. Poupelle, that's gas. Brushing is not going to help. The two played together till late that night. Hey, did you play with that trashman today? It's okay, Mom. Poupelle's not a bad guy. You got that curiosity from your dad. Lubici's father was the only fisherman in town, but he was swallowed by the waves and died last winter. The only thing they found was his fishing boat in tatters. In this town, people believed that there were monsters in the ocean, and it was forbidden to go out to sea. So the townsfolk said he had it coming. Say, Mom, what did you like about Dad? He was shy and cute in a way, don't you think? When he was happy, he'd rub under his nose like this. Next day, Poupelle and Lubici went up a chimney. I'm scared, Lubici. You'll be fine, just hold on tightly. But it gets gusty, so be careful not to drop anything. Have you dropped anything? Yeah, a silver pendant with a picture of my dad. That was the only picture of Dad I had. I looked but couldn't find it. Lubici pointed at the sewage canal. It fell into the sewage canal. Say, Poupelle, do you know what a star is? A star? This town is covered in smoke, right? So we can't see them. But above that smoke are shining stones called stars. Not just one or two, 1,000, 10,000, or even more. That's pretty dumb. You're lying, right? My dad saw those stars when he was far out on the ocean. At one point, the smoke overhead all went away, and there were thousands of shining stars floating in the air. Nobody in town believed him, and Dad died being called liar. But Dad said there are stars above the smoke, and told me how I could see the stars. Lubici said as he looked up at the smoke. Believe, even if you're the only one. Next day, when Poupelle came to the meeting place, his body was letting out the stench again. And the next day, and the next day too. Poupelle, your body gets smelly no matter how much we wash it. Lubici pinched his nose and muttered how smelly it was, but he washed Poupelle's body every day. One day, Poupelle showed up looking very different. What's wrong, Poupelle? What in the world happened? The trash on Poupelle's left ear had fallen off. They say I'm littering the town. Can you hear? No, I can't hear anything in my left ear. I guess when the trash on my left ear falls off, I lose hearing in my left ear. Antonio and his gang did this, didn't they? How terrible. They can't help it. I'm a monster.